everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. This is the place to go if you want to grow, if you've hit a musical plateau. We're going to be learning Someone You Loved. Here's what the play along sounds like. It's into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through it all. I let my guard down. Patreon patrons, the chord chart is in your mailbox right now. If you want full access to my library, then make sure that you're following me on Patreon. So I'm going to be using a C chord, a G chord. I'm using this G variation. I've seen G played this way and this way. I don't think it's going to matter very much. So, and then we have an A minor and an F chord, or you can use the bar chord, F chord, whatever works for you. So if you wanted to simply just strum this song, what I would do is that I have my C chord and I'm going to strum down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, up, down, up. And each down, up, down, up, down, up is going to equal to one measure or 4 counts. So it would sound like this. We have our C chord. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and G. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, A minor, 1 and 2 and 3, F chord. This all or nothing got a way of driving me crazy. Hear that? And then once you get into the I need somebody to heal, somebody to know, it's the same chord progression. Once we get to the bridge, we have a D minor, and we have down, up, same thing, down, up, A minor, G, and again D minor, down, up, A minor, G chord, down, up, and then I hold it. Now the day bleeds, and then I go into the chorus. First, I'm going to teach you the simple finger picking portion, and then I'm going to show you how I throw in some suspensions just to mix it up a bit. Adding a suspension into a chord can add a lot of interest to the song, so this is how I do it. First, C chord, and then my pointer and my middle finger, they're going to be assigned to the B and the G string, and my thumb is going to pluck the A string. So first I pluck these 2 strings, B and G, and then my thumb is going to pluck the A string, which is my C root note. So I have fingers, thumb, fingers, thumb, fingers, thumb, fingers, thumb. I'm going to switch to a G chord, use whatever variation that you would like, but I'm leaving these 2 strings open. And I'm going to pluck those same strings that I did before on my C chord, but my thumb is going to move to that E string. Fingers, thumb, fingers, thumb, fingers, thumb, fingers, thumb. A minor, same finger picking pattern for that C chord, thumb moves down to the A string. Fingers, thumb, fingers, thumb, fingers, thumb, fingers, thumb. And then for this F, I'm going to be moving down here instead of a bar chord, so my thumb is going to be moving down to the D string. Fingers, thumb, fingers, thumb, fingers, thumb, fingers, thumb. If you want the bar chord version, my pointer and my middle will still pluck the same strings, the B and the G string, but my thumb will move here to the E string. I'm going to leave that as an option for you, just depends upon what you would like to do. Okay? So let's go over that together. 1 and 2 and 3 and C chord. Fingers, thumb, fingers, thumb, fingers, thumb, fingers, G chord, A minor, F chord, and that repeats itself over and over again until you get to the bridge. I strum during that portion, but you can finger pick it if you'd like to. Now for some suspensions. Now for some suspended chords that I add in during the chorus or the first chorus when I'm finger picking. And you can also add this in when you're strumming. When I have my C chord, I have it here, and then a way that you can suspend the chord is that you can rock your pointer finger down, almost like you would with this kind of F chord, like this. But I'm going to be playing an F note on my E string like this. So first fret, first string. And then I'm going to be releasing that suspension. So it's a suspended 4 chord. When you're working through different songs, suspended 4 chords and suspended 2 chords are really cool. Will they work all the time? No, but for these, I thought it really lent itself to add some interest. So I have my C chord. Rock my finger down. Now for the G, my pointer finger is going to push down on the first fret of the second string. Yeah, so that's why I'm using this G variation for my suspended chord. A minor. Now this is an A suspended 4. But once I release that suspension back to the minor, it just adds this sense of relief. Here you have this minor. Right there. This is where I'm adding it in the finger picking portion. So it's almost the exact same thing that I did before. It'd be fingers, thumb, fingers, thumb. Now here I'm going to rock my finger down, and then I have this part. Now these 2 fingers are going to move down to the B and the E string. So I have fingers, thumb, fingers, thumb, fingers, thumb, fingers, thumb. So I have that suspension. And then I have my G. Add the pointer finger. A minor. And then for the F, I don't have any suspensions. I just didn't like it. You could add those in if you'd like to. You can take them out. I just leave that up to you. So it depends upon what you want to work on. I made a video on how to slow down or speed up any YouTube video. I'm going to put that in the cards above in the description box below. So you can slow down the play along, or if you want to feel Olympic, speed it up. So you can just work on what you need to work on. 1, 2, 3, 4. I go under, and this time I fear there's no one to save me. This all or nothing really got a way of driving me crazy. I need somebody to heal, somebody to know, somebody to have, somebody to hold. It's easy to say, but it's never the same. I guess I kinda like the way you numbed all the pain. Now the day bleeds into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through it all. I let my guard down, and you pulled the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you loved. I'm going under, and this time I fear there's no one to turn to. This all or nothing way of loving got me sleeping without you. I need somebody to know, somebody to heal, somebody to have, just to know how it feels. It's easy to say, but it's never the same. I guess I kinda like the way you helped me escape. Now the day bleeds into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through it all. I let my guard down, and you pulled the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you loved. And I tend to close my eyes, but it hurts sometimes. I fall into your arms. I'll be safe and sound till I come back around. And now the day bleeds into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through it all. I let my guard down and you pulled the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you loved. Now the day bleeds into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through it all. I let my guard down and you pulled the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you loved. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you. If you want more lessons, I'm going to put that in the cards all around me. I have ukulele, I have voice lessons. Don't forget to hit subscribe, hit that like button because that really helps me out a lot, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. It's like 5 in the morning. It's snowing outside. I've got my favorite winter mug.